Hey, it's Mama from Mamaandkidzreactions. Today I'm going to do State of Mind, Time to Talk Medication. Jade did hers alone yesterday. Um, she'll be in some more later. And so become part of Mama's family. Like, comment, subscribe, click on that notification bell. Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, and email will now be in the description below along with the donation tip jar if you want to check it out. So, with that being said, let's get to it.
Okay, state of mind here. On today's state of mind, I want to get into something that I really haven't gotten into specifically. I've hinted at it, but not elaborated. And I want to talk about medication. Because a lot of people write in and they're kind of negative on medication, and I want to set the record straight on what has happened to me. I will say again, just because I have to, I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist, but I lived a life of bipolar, anxiety, depression. So I kind of, that's what state of mind is all about. It's just speaking about mental health and how I've dealt with it. So let's get into this medication. Now, hey, if I could do this without medication, I would.
It's not possible.
But the problem is, that's why in my book, nothing general about it. On the cover it says lithium saved me, and it did, because, and I understand with medication it's a lot of side effects and this and that, and I get it. That's why people don't want to do it. And some people, I won't get into who, but they don't want to do it because creatively they feel like they can't do their best work or whatever. Well, you know what? I've been on medication for, forever. And my work is solid, so, and it hasn't affected me that way. But my life is, it's just, my life is tough sometimes. So lithium, the side effect that I've had is that every time that I've gotten off lithium, I've had a nervous breakdown. So I've had 3 nervous breakdowns. Because I think I'm good, I think I'm fine, and I'm like, I don't need therapy, I don't need medication, and then I get sick. And it ain't a walk in the park, trust me. So I've been on lithium 27 years straight. Thank you. I love you. Without a breakdown. Now, depression, it's hard too. It's very difficult, and the thing is, I probably have taken some Xanax to get me to sleep, because you're not sleeping and this and that. But that's about it, and not really any medication for therapy. And anxiety, I never, maybe some Xanax to sleep, but no medication, because I thought I could get through it, and I did on my own. But let me explain something. This pandemic, coronavirus, the last, the first 3.5 months of it, I had
Coronavirus.
a lot of things happen at once. And I had major anxiety, and, I talked to therapists, and I did what I thought I could do. But I think once remember when I first started State of Mind, I spoke about the gears. You want to stay in first and second gear. You don't want to go to third. You definitely don't want to go to fourth. And if you're in fifth, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Well, on this anxiety, oh man.
He is so strong for doing this, by the way, because you can
On
tell
this
it's not
anxiety,
easy.
I was in fifth. And no amount of talking. I mean, my wife would help me, my family, my son, and would help me, but no amount of talking was going to get me out of it. Once you get into fifth gear, this is my opinion. Maybe you can do it, and God bless you if you can. I couldn't.
Facts.
So I ended up going to see somebody, and he put me on Lexapro. Now, Lexapro is, because I did research and I was like, oh man, there's side effects, and one of the side effects is that when you first start taking it, you're worse than you were before you started taking it. And that happened to me, and I'm like, oh no, now what, and it was terrible. But let me tell you, it's been a month now, a month and a half, and I'm back.
Thank God.
Shady's back. Back again.
I keep going, Sonny's back.
Sonny's back. Tell a friend. Yeah, I feel great, So, look, my opinion is that you do what's best for you. It's always
Facts.
good to get medical attention because this stuff is sometimes just too difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I meditate. I still meditate. I've been meditating for 5 months now, and I love to meditate. You gotta work out. You still gotta do those things, even if it's difficult to do them. When you're in this state of mind, you still got to. But like I've said before, the beautiful part about being in hell is when you get out, you're in heaven. Because that's the feeling you have when you're back to normal. So, I feel, I got emotion.
I love him. I'll say it 1,000 times, guys. I do.
It's just, like I was telling somebody at General Hospital, I said, it's like, I had tears in my eyes just because I was working. And a month and a half ago, I couldn't have worked. I couldn't have. I would have been like a shell of myself. I would have done it, but it would have been a whole different thing. So I was like proud of myself that
He should have been.
that I'm doing it, and I feel great again. I didn't know it was going to go here. All right, that's it. We'll talk next week, and that's it. All right, see you later.
All right. The respect I have for that man is out of this world. I've talked about the difference between bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, where he gets more manic episodes. I stay more depressive, and the same way with the medication. See, for the 8 years I was in the horrible relationship until the last 6 months, I didn't even know what I had. I just knew something wasn't right, and nobody was listening to me about it. And then I got still seeing the right therapist. We put it together. I've told y'all about that. The medication they put me on right off the bat wasn't working. And I still was taking it, but then I still got into a really bad depressive state. And I didn't go to my appointment, because you have to go to an appointment every 3 months to get your medication. I didn't want to get out of bed. I couldn't. My mind was saying, you have to do this, but my body was like saying, nope, not doing it. And I know a lot of people do not understand that. They don't understand how you can't just make yourself do it. Honey, have my problem and make yourself do it, and I will just best person in the world. And a heck of a lot stronger than me, because I've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried when I get like that, and it doesn't work. And that stayed that way. I was like nearly 2 years. I was in a very bad depressive constant state, and then I was able to pull up enough strength to like, okay, I gotta call these mental health people, and I got to lay this out for them because my kids need me. And now I'm on some right medication, but how he was talking about with the side effects. As you can see, I'm a big girl, okay? And ever since I got pregnant with my oldest daughter, I swear I could look at food and I gained 30 pounds. But the side effects of two of my medication is weight gain. And for a long time, like, I was hesitant about it. I'm like, look, I'm already a big girl. Like, I don't want to be used as a house. But in the end, for my kids, it's what I need to do. And I eat a lot of chicken, and I try to eat better. And because food is also my comfort. Junk food, burgers and pizza are my comfort. I don't do drugs. I don't like, okay, I'm going to go smoke a joint or smoke some crack to get out of my head. No, it's freaking food. So, but when I get like that, I'm conscious, okay, I need to eat protein. I need to, because, well, I'm trying to be healthy for my kids. And medication is really a necessity for any kind of bipolar 1 or 2. But I just wanted to tell y'all y'all just heard his medication and why he needs, and I just wanted to give a bipolar 2 example, because I don't know if anybody here watching here, if y'all maybe just know something's wrong and you can't piece together what it is, and if you think it's either bipolar 1 or 2, look it up and like look up the symptoms, okay? See, that's why I'm doing every single one of these every day. Like, because all of our music and stuff like that, like, I jump around, to try to even it out, but I'm doing one of these at least every day. Because somebody may need it. Somebody may need to hear this to get the help they need. And maybe somebody's like me and like didn't even know there was a bipolar 2. So I just want to get that out there. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Until next time. Bye.